Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're starting our fourth season of Young Sheldon. Hopefully, guys enjoyed the first three seasons. If you're new, welcome. Go back and watch the first three seasons so you don't get spoiled. And if you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for free in the link in the description below. Just click it, put password in, and enjoy. So last season, I said personally I really enjoyed it. I like the progression of the characters. We've seen MISSY and Georgia get a lot more screen time. It wasn't all about Sheldon. You know, we had a good development, and long may that continue. You know, we ended the season pretty controversially, or some might say, you know, with Dale and Connor. You know, he'd done like a quick kind of whim out of nowhere proposal. Like, should we just run off and get married? And she was like, no. And then he just spat his dummy out and he just went off and he stormed away from the date. He's gone back to his store where Georgie was working. Unlucky for Georgia, while he was working, somebody stole money from the cash register and he was going to put his own money back into it. Dale was fuming with that, took Georgie's money and then fired him, which actually proper annoyed me. That's left him in a bad way with Connor. I'm thinking that maybe we don't see Dale anymore, you know what I mean? Because we've seen, well, it just didn't end well with him at all. It was sour grapes. And we also seen Sheldon finally be, you know, accepted by his mum to go to college. You know what I mean? We've seen the letters through the first three seasons consistently coming, trying to get him to go here, to go there. He got one from Caltech. Georgie's dad was fuming that, you know, Mary was keeping this information away from him. Sheldon's like, look, I really want to go to college. George sat down with Sheldon and was like, look, we can't really take you to LA. It's really, really far away, or New Jersey either. We're going to have to make a compromise. Which universities are close to home? They still got the offer where John Sturgis was working. He's done a proposal to his mum. She's accepted it. And now I'm hoping John's going to be in it more this season. Him and Connie could probably get closer together. We can see, well, Sheldon at university. It's going to be good. Honestly, well, potentially. Anyway, let's see if it keeps progressing forward. But I'm excited for it. Hopefully, you guys are too. If you enjoyed today's episode, please smash a like. Really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into today's episode.
I never understood why kids didn't like being sent to the principal's office. I thought it was great.
Sheldon, you are a remarkable young man. Of course, working his AP test, he's met all of his academic requirements. He even managed to get a good grade in PE.
I earned extra credit snitching on kids who were smoking behind the equipment shed.
Usually when kids leave school after 2 years, it's not for college. If you're graduating early and you're top of the class, that makes you our valedictorian.
It's quite an accomplishment.
Being top of the class in this school? I don't think so.
We're really gonna miss you.
I imagine my leaving will be hard for you.
Oh yeah, being best friends with the little kid really boosted my game with the ladies.
Where are my safety goggles?
I don't have an orange today.
No, I have a lab later.
Just use the room goggles like everyone else.
And risk eyebrow lice? They don't just like head hair tan.
Thank you for seeing me.
You might not be so happy I did by the time we're done.
I'm sorry we had a fight. I'm really sorry I lost my temper. I'm very sorry that I took it out on Georgie. I'm admitting I was wrong, and that's not something I do.
What do you want from me?
One more chance. I went to 3 stores to find these purple flowers.
They are pretty.
Not as pretty as you.
What we're saying there, like, would you give him a second chance or not? Because in the moment when it happened, I was fuming. I would say that's it, you know, never again. I'd just totally not speak to him. But that was George, yeah, you know. If it was Connor, it's 50-50. It is 50-50. If I was Georgia, I'd no chance I'd ever be going back to his store. Don't matter how much he could. Well, to be honest, if he come giving you ridiculous money, but like I wouldn't like him, you know. I don't know. I wouldn't. If I was Georgie, I wouldn't go back to his store anyway. He treated you like proper shit, to be honest, and he still took your money. You know what I mean? He wasn't even appreciative as well that he was willing to give it out your own back, out your own bank. So no, I wouldn't. If I was Georgie, forgive. Maybe Connor is different because they just had a fight because he proposed and then she basically said no when he started crying. You know what I mean?
Safety pins, safety scissors, no safety goggles. I can't give you the answer, but what you have is not even close. Ouch!
My mother had me when she was young.
Sorry to interrupt. I can't find my safety goggles. I have to find them. Nothing's more important than protection. Dad, you need to take me home. I don't have my safety goggles. Let's go.
Sheldon, I'm busy.
Mom, and tell her to bring them to me.
She's working too.
But I need my goggles.
Then use the ones in class. And I don't want to hear about eyebrow lice. Is this how you plan on acting when you get to college?
No.
Good. You're gonna need to handle stuff like this on your own.
Glass goggles that day and did not get eyebrow lice. But 8 months later, I did contract a mild case of pink eye. Were the two events related? This scientist says yes.
Do you think I can make it from one end of the college campus to the other in under 10 minutes, including a bathroom break? The class schedules are designed for fully grown bladders, and mine is child size. Either this or I move my labs to Tuesday afternoon. That's when Professor Proton is on.
Well, we'll tape it and you can watch it later.
The kids in my class spoils the episode for me.
Has anyone even talked to you about Professor Proton?
Do you count?
No.
Then no.
Wow.
Well, I'm trying to get better at forgiving people.
Well, I'm glad to hear you say that. Because I'm the one who egged your store last night.
It's okay. I forgive you. Forgiving people sucks.
Cue for Georgie getting his job back.
That was nice of Dale.
I know. He even forgave me for egging his store.
Chair, m'lady.
M'lady? Where did that come from? Margaritas? Split a pitcher?
No, I think I'm okay. Oh, I don't do my best thinking after I've been drinking.
I not get one then?
No, you go ahead.
I don't want it to get weird. I don't want one.
Yeah, you do.
How would you and Sheldon like a graduation party?
Graduating elementary school?
She's going to a new school, new friends, new teachers.
Same clothes, because we're poor.
I'm giving the valedictorian speech.
And I'm singing This Land Is Your Land with a bunch of other kids.
The local news wants to do a story on Sheldon being valedictorian. Isn't that great?
Before we're going, right, what is a valedictorian? Like, you actually see it on American shows. I know they go up and do a speech, kind of like a best man speech. That's what I feel like, but we don't have that in the UK. I literally, honestly, no joke, I have no idea, like, what the purpose of it is. Now, it sounds like somebody who's excelled in the year and who's done, like, an amazing thing. Do you know what I mean? So, because Sheldon has graduated so quickly, in a short amount of time, and his age, and he's been accepted into college, it's like a momentous moment. It's something out of the ordinary. It's somebody that's done something so good. They're like, you're valedictorian, but what benefit is that? Is it because maybe, say, I wanted to get into MIT and you wanted to get into MIT, but I become valedictorian? Is that like an extra little notch on my post, on my CV? They're like, well, these two have got the same grades, but this guy went the extra mile to do this, and this, and they won that award, so we'll give it that. Do you know what I mean? Is it just like an extra brownie point, if that makes sense, on a CV? Otherwise, like, what is the actual purpose of it? Do you know what I mean? Like, what Sheldon didn't really go out his way to do anything, try anything, get that. He just attained it for his success. You know what I mean? So I'd be interested to know, like, how it benefits everyone, and is it just like a tick box CV kind of like exercise thing?
How is it?
Good. I want to tell you how much I appreciate you giving Georgie his job back.
I even forgave him for egging my store.
He egged your store, that rascal.
I know you did it too.
Okay, I did.
I've not like a life of change.
A little religion might do me some good.
Well, good for you.
The next day, the local news showed up to interview me and my family.
Graduating also.
Really? You're graduating from high school too?
No, elementary school. And is your land? This land is
Can I ask my girlfriend to the prom on TV? It would blow her mind.
We're proud of all of our children.
She has to say that.
So what's it like being the parents of such a special child?
Get it away! Get it away! Fascinating.
Every day is a blessing.
I only have one friend. And I don't think he's gonna miss me because he already found other people to have lunch with. And the other day I couldn't find my safety goggles and I freaked out at school, and my dad asked, is this how I plan on acting when I get to college? And I said no, but it probably is, because even though I'm smart, I'm just a little boy.
See, it might just be a bit overwhelming for him. Like, honestly, but it shouldn't be a reason for him not to go. He has to go. Well, he doesn't have to. That's not what I'm saying. No one's making him, but what I'm saying is, for his education, for him as a person, for his personal growth, that's where he needs to be. You know what I mean? Now, adapting to that lifestyle is hard. It's not the same as moving to a foreign country who speaks a foreign language, but like, when you get put in that situation, like if I moved to Spain now, I can't speak Spanish. If I went to a school there and everyone was talking it, it'd be a full-on climate change. Everything would be brand new. I'd have to adapt and get used to the whole environment. You know what I mean? And I'd be starting fresh. And similar to Sheldon, he can breeze his way through everything, but like he can't breeze his way through life. Like, standard living, street living. You know what I mean? Like, you could get book smart, but then there's street smart. There's like, how do you live your day-to-day life, your interactions, you know, you're getting on with people, your relationships. Like, you could be really smart, but lonely, and that's not good. You know, we've seen it in the Big Bang Theory where Sheldon went to see that guy in a retreat and he was living in the woods and he was off the grid. Do you know what I mean? Like, he is a smart... I think Sheldon even realised there, you know, you could be smart, but you need people. He realised that he loved Damien, he was missing her, and that's the same with Sheldon here. Do you know what I mean? Like, although, yeah, this is the place he should be, going to college, you know, changing and getting used to everything and growing up, that's different to just learning, you know what I mean? And it could be a bit overwhelming, the drastic change of his lifestyle.
I don't know if I can go to college next year.
You want to spend another year in high school. That is your decision.
We sports, buddy.
I get it. Why you don't want to go to college. You're scared everything's going to be different, and you're going to miss the way that it was. I guess be scared and do it anyway.
Embrace a change, progress forward.
It's comforting to know that you feel the same way that I do. I'm ready to graduate. Good night.
Our next young speaker needs no introduction, but that didn't stop him from writing one and making me read it. The word valedictorian is from the Latin valedicere, meaning to say farewell. Your valedictorian, Sheldon Cooper.
If it weren't for this person, I wouldn't be here right now. And it's by their example that I found the courage to move forward into this new and exciting chapter of my life. Missy, this is for you. Change can be scary, but I know we're going to be fine. Because like you said, it's okay to be scared. So if any of my fellow graduates are nervous about the future, know that you're not alone. Thank you.
Do you remember when Leonard done a speech to everyone?
The following day, I attended my sister's elementary school graduation. She didn't deliver a speech to me, but she did make eye contact while...
Should we say grace?
Heck yeah. Let's hold hands.
In fact, it was the best graduation party I had ever been to. Until the one we had for my son, Leonard Cooper.
Leonard Nimoy Cooper, but Amy wouldn't let me.
Be happy I let you name him Leonard.
Okay.
Hey, we've got Amy's voice over there.
Love you.
Like, what is the point in dropping this in? It actually annoys me in like a good way. Like, but like, why? 3 times we've been told that he's had a kid now in voiceovers just randomly, and now we've been told that he was called Leonard as well, which is actually interesting. You know, Leonard was his best mate though. Like, if you think about it, like, he accidentally stumbled into his life. Mate, who would have thought that Glenn from The Walking Dead would have been his roommate running away? Do you remember when Leonard come into the building? Pretty sure it was anyway. And is it Stephen Yan? Mate, it's mad. But then the introduction of Leonard opened up Sheldon to new friends, new possibilities, change, stress. You know what I mean? Like, although Leonard was always moaning at him, he was there to help him, and he was doing his stuff, and he improved Sheldon's life tenfold. Like, he actually did. He got him out there and experiencing new things, whether he liked it or not. And do you know what? It's actually really nice that he called these kids. You know, people call the kids after the parents and stuff, but like, I like that. His kid's called Leonard Cooper. To be honest, Leonard Nimoy Cooper would have been pretty much absolutely fitting for Sheldon. It actually really would be. However, why are we being told this? This is my constant thing with programs that I watch all the time. There's got to be an end goal. There's got to be a reason. Why has it been dropped in 3 times that he's got a kid? Like, where are we getting this? You know what I mean? Like, are we going to see something at some point about them in the present? We need to. Because if I end this young Sheldon with no present day viewing of any of the characters and the kid and all that, then I'm going to be upset that I've got all this information that I really badly wanted to see and never got to. I didn't need the tease if I wasn't going to get the surprise. Do you know what I mean? So I'm interested to see it. But, you know, it was a good episode back into... Well, not back into it, but do you know what I mean? The good first episode of the 4th season. Okay, that's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I mean, I said last season at the start of this one, to be honest, I wouldn't have forgive Dale if I was Georgia. The way he spoke to me, the way he took the money, you know, it would have absolutely paid me off, and I would have been done with him. However, saying that, looking at him, it looks like he's reflecting on his life, to be honest. I do like a self-reflect. I do. If somebody can come to me and instead of just saying the sorry, yeah, because you can all say you're sorry, even if you didn't mean it, just because you realise that somebody was upset. So you're just like, yeah, sorry. You know what I mean? But, like, I can see him currently trying to put actions into place to better himself as a person and realise that the actions that he undertook wasn't the best. And, you know, that is something that I can actually get behind a little bit. So, like, maybe I would give him a chance if I could see that he's trying to better improve his life. You know, the choices that he was making in today's episode, he come, he apologised, he gave the money back, he forgave them for egging the house, even though he was a bit fuming. He gave Connie flowers, you know. He's looking to quit drinking so he can make better decisions. He's you know, seeking God. I would accept the apology. I would do. You know, I am a stubborn person that would actually, you know, moan and stuff like that. But I'm also a person that does recognise change and do give people second chances if I can see that they're actually trying to make a difference. It's not just about coming and saying sorry and going home and then living the day to day how you was. It's putting, you know, actions speak louder than words. That's a factual saying, and I firmly believe it. And watching him in today's episodes, his personality and his mannerisms and the way he was conducting himself was different to what we've seen before. And I would accept it, and I would maybe progress forward and see how it goes. Now, interestingly, just because he's trying to better himself as a person, it doesn't mean that it might help his relationship with Connor. To be honest, it could go the other way, where the person that he's now becoming is somebody that she's not really interested in. You know, if she's dating somebody that's no longer a drinker, no longer, you know, a person that likes doing X, Y, and Z that she enjoys, and now he's seeking God and it's something that she don't want to do. Do you know what I mean? Like, just because you better yourself, it doesn't mean that it's good for the relationship. However, that's not his problem. You know, his problem is him feeling good about himself, and if that's the way it's got to go and end with Connie, then that's the way it's got to go. Do you know what I mean? But I'm interested to see how he progresses. Sheldon, you know, I'm glad that he actually did commit and actually go to college. You can see in today's episode that he was realising that it's going to be a big change. You know, it's going to be hard for him, different environment, people, and he's got a lot of growing up personally to do, not educationally wise. But it's nice to see that obviously Missy was going through the same thing. Okay, it's not on the same level, but you can still do the same thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, she could be going into normal high school and he could be going into college, but you're both experiencing that same change of environment, going from one place to another. And, you know, also, I feel like in today's episode, Missy looks old. I want to say old, I'm not like really old, but from last episode to this one, Sheldon looks the same, and I feel Missy looks like she's grew up. She's not aged loads, but you know what I mean? Like, she still looks like a little girl, but I just feel like she looks a little bit older. Maybe it's because her hair's not always up in that pony anymore. It's down a bit. You know, I'm going to be interested to see her. Like I said, well, let's see Missy in school. We see Georgie a little bit, and we see Sheldon, and now he's going to college. But I'd like to see Missy get some friends as well. Don't really see them interact with other kids, even Georgia, and he hardly even sees his girlfriend. Do you know what I mean? So I would like more of that. If that was my one wish for now, it would be engagement with other children in the educational kind of society. You know what I mean? Like, I like Billy Me. Every time I see him, he makes me laugh, and like, I wish we could see more of the other kids around. But you know, I'm happy with the way the show's going currently. Anyway, thanks for checking out today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.